Pursuing when you drop down to like make ends meet.
So right now, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like, I'm literally like a regular person doing a 9 to 5. I'm into stocks and stuff. You know, I'm trying to like, like I get like the quarterly dividends and whatever. But it's not more. It's more of like, I don't know, man.
It's just trying to get by.
Yeah, but I want more, you know. And
Amen.
every time where like I be trying to like go back and stuff, you know, I might as well just go back and finish whatever I wanted to like the major and just get my fucking max.
Oh yeah.
And just call it a day.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, I'm glad. The reason why I asked all this is because a bunch of that knowledge is available at Saylor.org, SAYLOR. This isn't a shill. This website is free. That's why I tell people about it. Because in this fucking Discord server, I don't know about other crypto Discord servers are full of degens and assholes. In this crypto Discord server, I'm all about self-empowerment through knowledge and learning. And especially if that involves college knowledge that nobody had fucking paid for, that's very important to me.
I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, knowledge is power. You know, you can't be somebody. You can't be somebody. I mean, there's different types of knowledge.
Oh yeah.
You know, there's different types. When you say intelligence, there's different types of intelligence. You know, like somebody, you might be really smart in some like category and everything, and then next you know you might find somebody that's so dumb, but they think of something that you're not even thinking about, and it's like, oh, you know, it happens to every smart person. Every smart person, even with Elon Musk, he has something about a propeller, like some a random YouTuber ended up just doing like, hey, like, you know, doing an interview and everything, and he tells Elon Musk, yo, like, why don't you just do this, like, the propeller this way? And he was like, oh shit, I didn't think about that. And like, you know, like, it's just like
Elon at all.
Yeah, I can actually send you the video. There's actually a video of Elon Musk saying, oh wow, like, do this right.
Yeah,
this way.
specifically with that one thing.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, even with Albert Einstein was just, I believe Albert Einstein was the smartest man in the world. He literally created E equals MC2 squared, where that it can literally split in half. You know how crazy that is? Not a lot of people thought about that during that generation or that era. Like,
During that time, the firmament was still a thing that people believed in.
right, but that wasn't enough. You know, and literally Albert Einstein was enough to a point where he was the reason why we went to the moon. You know, he's the reason why we went to the moon. Because if without that, you can't go to the moon. You know, so it's like, and like even now they have his brain in a jar, and it's very like, you know, because it's
multiple parts. It's all over. It's all everywhere.
Because his mind was so like, it was out of the box. He was thinking out of the box, but he wasn't always right. Because it was always a group project. He never did anything himself. He always had help. Was like dots and, you know, like, I think that's how humans are.
Regardless of sort of the amount of emphasis that we as a civilization put on individual team leaders who might have helped lead a team, and like, oh yeah, they're going to hold the trophy up, but you know, they were held up themselves by a team of people probably would not go remembered. I do actually kind of agree on a certain aspect of that, which is that in this day and age, in the hyper-connected global society we've got right now, it's infinitely more important that we try to act like fucking dignified beings, and not like monkeys.
But we are monkeys.
We should totally act like monkeys. We should just be so realized monkeys.
They are part of the great ape family.
I mean, honestly, that's so crazy. Like, we're 99.9% identical to a chimpanzee. Yeah, crazy that is. That 1% is a major difference. And like, when I like saw that shit, my whole like mind was like, holy crap, you know, like that 1%, it like changes everything. Look at them. They're hairy. We're not hairy as them. We have thought of process. They have thought of process, but they're not. It's not very like very how you say it's not very like it's like exploratory, like you know, like we can think more than them. We can think about like they can listen. Like, let's say you go to a jungle and you see these chimpanzees and you survive in the jungle for let's say a week. You're gonna build a house, you're gonna build a fire, you know, you're gonna try to hunt for your food or whatever, but you think about it, you think ahead. They probably okay, you know, they're in the moment. Oh shit, I'm hungry. I gotta look for food. They're in the moment. I'm thirsty. I might as well just go look for water. So we already thought about that. You know, we're thinking ahead.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah, I'm here, but my game just suddenly clicks up. I just see your character running in slow motion.
some species available, and then of course monkeys and apes migrate seasonally and actually know when to go, where they've been, what good eats are, like where the good stands are, what time of day to be out for this thing. I mean, they're very aware.
Yeah, I mean, it's like dolphins. Dolphins are the smartest animals, or mammals, my bad, mammals in the water. They have the whole frequency. Every pod is different, so their frequency is very different. They communicate. They have their own language, and every pod is a different type of language. It's like if you put one dolphin that's part of another, like pod A, into pod B, it won't be able to communicate with pod B because you know it grew up in pod A, and I don't know. It's just very fascinating to me when it comes to animals as well, because like
You guys want to box us up, but guess what? Humans aren't that boxable. We're quite fluid in the way we slide into and out of cultural groups and distinctions. We change identities on a regular basis.
this is what I love about human beings. We learn how to adapt. Yeah, that's how we evolve. Humans adapt in order to evolve. You know, whatever they have, whatever limited resources they have to work with. They try to work as best as they can in order to adapt to the situation. There's something that I love is every problem comes with a solution, no matter what. That's something that that's like a motto that I always 10 toes. I'll always stand for any problem in life that you go against. There's always a solution, no matter what. Even if you believe there's none, there's always a way. And that's something that I love about human beings. You know, like, fuck, think about the beginning of society. You know what I'm saying? Think about the first human being. Think about man caves. Like, people live in fucking caves. Like, what the fuck? There was 3 types of Homo sapiens. Bro, and look what happened. They created what's now the world. You know? And, like, it's just very, like, I don't know.
A long-time human, former LA Mayor Garcetti has been sworn in by Vice President Kamala Harris as the next U.S. ambassador to India. The ceremony was today in D.C. The Senate confirmed the nomination nearly 2 years after he was first nominated. Clear and windy in the valleys tonight, sunny tomorrow with highs from 50 to upper 60.
What you knowledge, and it just keeps going and growing, etc. You know. So it's just it's very like I feel like
Let's keep going. We make arbitrary decisions at certain moments in history. So 1, 2, perhaps even no more than 3 and those decisions would shape not only the world in that moment, but the world for hundreds of years.
have you seen the TV show Flash? Yeah. So you know how we live in a 2D dimension. Believe it or not, we live in a 2D dimension. All right, I'm just. You guys might think like, what the fuck is this dude talking about? So, in the Flash, right? The Flash has different types of timelines. All right. I believe there's different types of timelines for everyone in this Discord or in the VC.
Well, you're talking about like alternate universe theory. Okay, right. You're getting into like metaphysics here a little bit.
Okay, a little bit. So, I'm gonna rebuttal off of what you said. So, you know, you're absolutely correct. Where there's always a person that thinks he doesn't walk on the road. He will venture to the left, to the right, or he might think, wait, I might as well just go up, instead of just walking straight. So there's different types. It's like a tree. That's how I see this. It's more like a tree. You know how a tree spreads? It starts as a seed, and ends up being a sap, or grows its roots, and then ends up being a sap.
Here's the thing, though. You're very so much focused in this whole categorizing A or B, left or right, one or two. Why is it that human beings, when around and forced to make Sophie's choices between one or two, so often, many times, we are compelled not only to seek, but often enough to find an option three?
Because we're curious. That's the problem with humanity. It's a good thing. No, yeah. Listen. So you can set it up. So during the Cold War, America and the USSR, right? They wanted they invested their money and everything into a project, a science project. They call it the Miracle Child. The reason why they call it the Miracle Child is because they believe that there's kids that can see the future, deja vu or whatever. Believe it, search it up. It's actually
No. I know all about this. Everybody thought from about 1940 to 1960 that, you know what? If we do a ton of research, we'll discover psychic powers.
Like they did it. That's the best curiosity of human beings. Like, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And it ended up being in a dead end because it's like they ended up just fucking wasting so much money into this project that it led to nothing. And that's what the government's do. The next place.
It's your government's job to spend a whole bunch of money. I got you. I will get those two. I'm gonna destroy your minds and your lives.
Okay.
Killing was only one reality.
Killing one person is as bad in scope of the space-time continuum as killing all, but those necessary to species.
Wait, sorry, say that last part again.
Killing one person in the scope of space-time is as bad as killing every single person except for those necessary good properties.
Oh my gosh, choose one.
Just one. Yeah, because it's an infinite. It's like, no. You're absolutely right. I mean, look, if we captured Hitler,
The only thing that's worse than that is extincting the species.
yeah, that's that. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, that's deep.
Isn't that a really deep fuck?
Statistics are dangerous.
But it's just, I mean, like,
But think of the power of that statistic, though. Think of the power of knowing that even just one person killed is as bad as killing billions of people.
I mean, yeah.
Well, it brings a whole new level of thinking to what an atrocity is, if you think about it. Like,
It does make an
a
atrocity
gangland.
a lot less severe.
I mean, well, it lowers the threshold for awful, I think. Which, the threshold for awful is already pretty low anyway. So,
I mean, you can go in the ultra callous direction and say that put a flea bomb in a house to investigate fleas, annihilate the entire set that lives there.
I feel like what you're saying is like a 50-50 thing. You know? It's like
50-50 for us.
yeah, it's literally like flipping a coin. You can get heads or tails. If you leave that to chance,
Never. And I've actually written something, and everybody's gonna get sick of it. Or else, let me
Yeah, so many decisions in the world have been made with coin flips.
I mean, humanity, like, think about it, though. Like, it's called an invention here. Like,
read that. I just pinged you into voice chat. I wrote that. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say.
an invention, bro.
Their whole kind of creation and being part of the cloth.
Sorry about that. There we go.
So tell us a little bit about the Yeasty Boys and kind of what your experience has been and your background and all of that.
Yeah, so Yeasty Boys, I think around 8 years old now, and they kind of reinvented the way people get their bagels on the weekend, just during the weekday. Like, you can only find them on Instagram, and they're food trucks, essentially. And so they would plant themselves at different parts of the city and just kind of bring really cool bagels, good vibes, kind of like a community, instead of just going to like the OG places to get bagels. There's nothing wrong with that, but like, you know, you don't have to drive all the way across town to the Jewish neighborhood.
Everybody is all quiet. We got our quiet. Everyone's all just like,
You can find them. You have a website.
I'm just thinking that there's.
Website. They would tell you where they were going to be and how long on Instagram. And, you know, they had a couple trucks and then a couple of tickets, like 6 or 7, and now you
This
can
is
find them
just to say
everywhere. And their schedule on
any one person
And you were saying
has
specifically this is kind of a new invention
Right.
of the Jewish community.
this is the general population,
Yeah.
not for
Yeah.
a certain
Yeah,
scales.
that's
Like water to
where I
killing
go.
somebody.
It kind of feel like the
Yeah.
new way to get a tempo. Like,
Of course, I'm
instead of
talking
going
about
to synagogue,
Yeah, I was gonna say 'cause that's when we delve into the highly debatable place, which is the ethical nature, the ethical use of violence itself. Like, is there such a thing? Here.
There is.
Easily.
I heard the hesitation in your voice, my dear anarchist friend.
I mean, it's a hesitation because it's just
It kind of felt like that. They're regulars. They're people who get
Naturally,
there early
there's
and
a-
they don't mind
there is a
waiting
point
in
in
line.
which
And the
we can
lines
say
wrap around.
somebody is a
It's
danger
really cool to see.
and will
They're
continue to
talking
be a
and they're
danger,
hanging out
and
with
there's
people and
nothing
they're
that
well,
we
if they go to
can
shoot
stop
that,
them
it's
from
one way
being
to have it. How they
effectively
it's kind of like a watering hole. Rather than going to the shop. Then also kind of started
that
on
is
this bagel
that's
community that LA sprouted in different parts of the city, and now even New York is learning about it, and they're like, wow, we got to stop it.
All I know
We're
is
talking
that
about somebody who keeps escaping
what's
from
the
Superman
thing
and
that's always
shit
unique
like
with
that.
Taco Bell specifically is that they're trying to find a new way.
Well, this is where things get even more interesting, I guess, in terms of the context of the debate. Oh, welcome back.
This is something
Wait,
this weekend only. This weekend has all the locations for those food trucks that will be able to check it out. And some of the collabs are really
Yeah, because you're saying leave it up to chance. That's my argument against chance. I actually wrote something about this.
I mean, chance is 50-50. It's like the wheel.
Not always. No, sometimes
Oh,
it's
no,
weighted.
you're right.
Weighted by the choices and the decisions that you make. And you might not even realize it until you really think about it.
You're absolutely right about that.
And that's why I wrote that piece, because there's a lot of guys out there on the internet trying to sell a lot of folks, especially a lot of young folks who might be between decent jobs, for example, and what I would call a bad bill of goods. And this is my answer to the bad bill of goods.
I mean, then we're thinking, then we're thinking about like self-free. You know, if you're a business owner, you're gonna try to convince the person that doesn't know nothing about business, knows nothing about nothing, and just knows how, like, literally how to work. You know, that's why when you look for a job or anything, you know, it's not about It's not about how. It's literally this is how I see it. It's not about your experience in jobs or whatever. It's about your skills. You know, like they're gonna pay you if you believe that you're worth something. They're gonna have to pay you. They're gonna have to pay you of your skills.
You just said it's not about your experience, it's about your skills. But what if my experience is what gave me my skills?
I mean, yeah, exactly. But listen though, listen, would you rather have, listen, would you rather, like, let's say you're CEO of some random company, right? Would you rather have somebody that got the bachelor's on whatever business you're focusing in or investing, or would you have somebody that has, let's say, about 5 years of experience and you know, and
honestly, it would depend on the job, well, like the company, the job, the position.
Right, but I'm just saying
The applicants. Hey.
So let's say an example, right? Let's say computer science, cybersecurity, an example, right? Whatever. Let's start right there because that's the most simplest shit that I can think of right now. Cybersecurity, right? Would you rather have somebody that has a bachelor's in cybersecurity or somebody that has a certificate, but they have, let's say, roughly 6 years of experience in cybersecurity? They both done tournaments or whatever, but everything, you know, like otherwise, what do you get this person that went to college and they got their fucking bachelor's, or what do you get that person that was probably just literally have no experience in the job, knows nothing about the job and how it works. They just know how to like do programming or whatever. Or would you have somebody that has 5 years of experience and they actually have absolute knowledge of what the fuck the job is about, and they actually invested their time and did what they had to do in order to actually get to the point where they're at now. Now, when you get the person that went to college and they got their fucking bachelor's, or when you get the person that
when we load it this hard, I mean,
It's up to date on their certification.
yeah, you get it, whatever. I mean, think about it. If you get a degree, the degree will stick for you until you die. Am I right?
Yeah, no,
not always. Like, Trippy or Rainbow and I mean, will tell you, like, not all degrees or, like, people get them even are created equal. Like, there could be one guy who, let's just stick to what we were around here. There could be one guy who gets a computer science degree, right, who becomes a brilliant founder of a technology startup, right? Could be another guy who gets a computer science degree and decides, you know what, I don't want to be a 9-to-5 code monkey. Maybe that's a little too stressful. Maybe I'd rather do something else.
Okay,
something that's less stressful.
Okay, now we're going to the aspects of okay. So now we're gonna have to dumb it. Like we're gonna have to dumb it down because now we're going to the aspect of somebody wasting their time and ended up. It's like being a fucking astrologer. It's like actually we'll take it back. Listen, it's like going to college for communications. Like what the fuck?
What if I am an astronomer who goes, what if I'm a person who goes to school for astronomy,
Right,
and I am instead deciding, oh, well, I'm going to be a poet, and most of my poetry is about the stars.
Okay, but I see that, but you don't have to go to college to be a poet.
No, but you can use
No, he didn't. But he loved the stars, and his passion for the stars informed his creative work. So you can actually make a strong argument that the guy's poetry never really exists without the education.
Okay, you're right about in that aspect. You're absolutely right, but we're not thinking about it. It's more about, is that going to help you in the long run? Is that going to financially stabilize you for your life and your future?
The education, depending on what it is and what you're that good at doing and passionate about, can stabilize you. You can use it as leverage to propel you into another tax bracket in some cases, but
Teach you about money.
it doesn't teach you about money. I never said it taught you about money. I was
Education teaches you about the profession, right?
yeah. Well, it teaches you information about specific disciplines that you wish.
I mean, technically, yes. You're going to go to college. because you want to be somebody's bitch. Let's be honest. Because you're gonna look for a job, right? You start from the bottom. You don't start from, okay, once you get a call, it's like being an entrepreneur. You don't fucking come out fucking owning a business out of college. No, you don't. You have to start from the bottom. Once you come out of college, because you fucking invested your time and learned what an entrepreneur does and how whatever they do, whatever, etc. You're not gonna fucking come out when it took you 10 grand to start your own business. They're not gonna fucking hand you 10 grand.
You get into it. Let's really, you can't go to school to be an entrepreneur. There's no major for it.
No
college course for the boss.
You can get a master in business administration, but that doesn't come close enough. That doesn't come close enough. Like my buddy, who's probably going to play in the division with my other buddies here in a minute, he is an actual business owner in the context of owning several different actual retail stores and businesses, and he did that straight out of college, basically. And for his startup capital, he leaned on friends and family.
There we go. So when it comes to that, I feel like that's more of it's more of networking. You know, when you go to college, you network. You don't go to college just to fucking learn your profession or whatever you want to be. You know,
well, it depends on who you are. Some people were encouraged to get into college because of their amazing athletic skills.
right?
But they never. When they go to a course that inspires them and changes their path, but it doesn't affect their athletic abilities. It just affects their personal passions. My personal favorite example of this, and you're going to love this. There was a guy in the 1980s who had a bunch of buddies, and his name was Greg Graffin. Now, Greg and his friends loved playing really heavy metal, kind of thrash punk rock metal kind of music, but they didn't really get a ton of traction with this kind of music in the early 80s for a lot of reasons. It would get cool later. But before all of that happened, they were having trouble getting work at gigs. And because their parents were all well-to-do, most of them went to college. And as a result, they discovered some subjects that they were all incredibly passionate about. And Greg's passion was evolution and microbiology. He loved science and biology. So, as I understand it, Greg stayed in academia. He stayed a biology professor, and he was a professor of biology, last I checked, at UCLA. In his spare time, he continues to play guitar for a little band somebody might have heard of called Bad Religion. And Bad Religion and the money they made in the late 80s also enabled him to form a record company that was a huge booster for a lot of starter artists.
Okay, that's actually,
And if you look him up, you will notice that he is not just Greg Graffin, the fucking badass singer of Bad Religion. He is Dr. Gregory Walter Graffin, PhD. Thank you very much, because he is an evolutionary biologist and the lead vocalist of Bad Religion.
damn. Meanwhile, so he turns something that he loved, which is the hobby, right? Remember, I mean, think about it.
He combined it. He combined it, and they inform each other. There's early songs by Bad Religion where you hear him talking about microorganisms evolving and becoming with mankind, which obviously he and his buddies are hanging out and they are writing music while he is studying to be a PhD microbiologist.
Yeah, so he turns a hobby, right? This is crazy. That's cool. Literally, that's
Guitar player found in Epitaph.
That's a great
Epitaph Records.
I love what you just said, bro.
Type records in, and you'll be like, holy shit, I know so many of these. I've heard of at least a few of these motherfuckers. Like, god damn. No, if you've heard of even a few motherfuckers from the record label, then it's like, god damn.
So it started with something he loved, that was passionate about, which is music. Music is something that everybody in the world is passionate about. You know, that's something I feel like music is a language. You know,
music wasn't like super popular, so they had to get day jobs.
That doesn't matter though. He just loved music in general. That's not a hobby. That's something that everyone like loves. It's a human nature. I believe it's human nature where music it's been with everybody.
Oh, there are some people, brother, who do not love music. I can tell you that.
No, they don't like it. It doesn't have to be with lyrics. It can be instrumental because music is universal. It's a language. It's like Latin.
I don't like
Latin
music,
is universal. Latin is, even though Latin is a dead language, everybody speaks it. Even if you don't speak Latin, you speak Latin because Latin is the root of pretty much majority of the language of the world.
Well, except for the Greek part. And then the Arab part. And then the Chinese part.
Section.
I was just gonna say. Then we go to the Chinese, Japanese part, and then we're
But we're talking about music. We're not talking about actually speaking the language. You're listening to it. It's like look, you play an instrument, right? It's like
if we're talking about music, then I'm going to double down on all of the contributions of those various cultures.
Okay, yeah. So music is a language that you hear. It's not something that you speak because you can't speak music. You know, you can make sounds out of your mouth.
You can speak it. You can play it. You can sing it. There are a number of things you can do music.
Music is universal, right? So he made something that's universal, and that was universal into his profession.
If music was a universal, then why is one person's thrash metal another person's nighttime sleeping music?
Because it's universal.
No. That's not an answer to my question. I asked, why is one person's thrash metal? As in, like, I hate that, it's terrible, it's fucking noise, it's awful, turn it off. It's another person's sleepy time music.
Everyone
on, it relaxes me and soothes me.
Because everyone has different types of music. It's like, how can I explain it? It's like, okay, let's say an example, right? You like heavy rock.
Some people like all types of music, though, and then some people are like, well,
We're not talking about that. We're talking about music in general. It's all of music. It's the whole category into one book. You know, you can think about, okay, yes, a human has their own likes and dislikes. That's normal. You know, like you might end up not liking rap, you know, and then fucking Rainbow likes rap. Fucking, I don't like rap. I like EDM, and you like EDM. Fuck, Rainbow doesn't like EDM, but he likes fucking jazz. Fucking you like jazz. I don't fucking like jazz. You know what I mean? It's preference, you know. But I'm talking about music as a whole. I'm not talking about music as let me cut a piece of that cake and then let me cut a piece of that other side of the cake.
Well, I'm just saying that there is a huge difference between Beethoven and Robin.
No, you're out. Okay, but Greg, he was into rock.
Oh yeah, from Red Religion, yeah.
Greg really
They were
loved rock.
punk rock. That's their thing.
He was really into that. So he adapted what he loved passionately into his hobby. Which his hobby is the profession that he was majoring in. He did it, right? But he still loved music because music is. I feel like music is internal and external. No matter what, even if you're another species, but and you listen to what type of music, like I don't know how to explain it. It's just very like it's not vague or anything. It's very like it's outside box. It's very like outside. It's like double outside the box. Because music is something that you can hear. Let's say you go to another country, right? And you hear somebody playing whatever instrument they're playing, and you actually like the tune. It's not because you just fucking went there and you like what type of fucking genre. No, you're actually like listening to the person playing the instrument and you're enjoying it because it gives you self. What I like, it's a stress reliever. That's how I see it. When something is a stress reliever to a human being, they're gonna use it as therapy, and they're gonna actually like, okay, I like this, and they're gonna feel relaxed, even if they don't like it, because everybody has their own opinions or whatever. But at the end of the day,
You know it, brother.
But at the end of the day, like, I'm not talking about category. I'm not categorizing the type of fucking genres. I'm talking about as a one in a whole, as something that's just one, And he used that stuff. He used that, and he literally combined that into his profession, where his hobby was, bro, I actually like fucking science. Like, I really like science, and science is something that you have to learn. Not everybody
And
has
of
to
course, in this particular guy's point of view, I kind of enjoy using him as an example because he was radically like atheistic, hence the name Bad Religion. He literally thinks all religions kind of bad, hung out with a lot of anarchist guys.
Yeah, I mean, he's absolutely right, though. Every religion is biased. People are very ignorant. It's human nature. Human nature is being stubborn, which is absolutely fine. People, that's how people are. Even people that are important in the world and fucking have so much power and they can fucking change the world and fucking destroy the world. Everybody, they're just fucking ignorant and stubborn, which is, it's fine. I mean, that's human nature and nobody can fucking say no to you because you will be like, no, you're wrong, and it's fine. It's their own opinions and their own perspectives. And that's how the world is when it comes to human beings. But at the end of the day, they have to understand, understanding is growth. And a lot of people don't understand it, but eventually, they'll. It's like hypnosis.
I think or you have to consider someone else human or worthy of consideration first. Before you can achieve that. If you don't have empathy, you are fucked. You're not capable of imagining what the other guy's going
It was a
through.
perfect example of what you just said. The Mongol named Genghis Khan or some shit, Genghis Khan.
Or Chinggis, depending on who you're talking
No, I'm talking about the first emperor named Genghis Khan. He was the main character in the Mongolian Empire. You know what he did?
Main character.
Yeah.
That's a great way to put that.
I mean, believe it or not, he was actually the one that created the Silk Road again. He didn't care what religion you were, what ethnicity you were. He said, you're going to fight for my army.
They did care. They practiced a religion called Angry.
What's his name? Hassan. So there's a. I was actually looking at a video at this on YouTube, believe it or not. There's this dude named Hassan Sabi. He was in
I know who Hassanabi is. Okay, I know all about Hassanabi.
He was, he had an assassin organization or whatever, and then he was fucking popular. He was popular for assassinating his opponents or whatever. So the Mongolians did not like him. The Mongolians did not like his practices. They didn't like his religions or whatever. But that's not the point. The point I'm trying to literally put out is somebody can literally say, I don't care what religion are you? If you're black, yellow, white, blue, whatever. If you go in my army and you're gonna fight for what I want, then you're gonna have to fucking fight. And they join, and everybody is like, it was very.
You want to know who also was like that? The Romans. You want to know who's also like
Oh,
that?
yeah, the Romans, yeah.
Shit. You want
You're right.
to know
Yeah.
who's also like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, I mean,
Lots of other kingdoms and nations and empires that needed soldiers.
okay, exactly. They use them as pawns, soldiers are pawns. It's like, that's why they say life is like chess. It's not checkers. Life is not checkers because you're not going on top of your opponent and set your opponent because that's not how it works. Life is not stepping on people. Life is literally working your life out and you want strategy.
Yes. The number one rule is if you compliment the king, then you best not miss.
There you go. You get that bullseye right on target. So that's what I'm saying. It's like,
That's why you buy Bitcoin, brother.
I mean, yeah, you have to, right? You buy Bitcoin?
But yeah, dude, this is the Wolf of Wall Street. I would certainly hope that as an admin that I would have
Bro, I can't buy Bitcoin. I mean, I bought Bitcoin, but I don't got a full Bitcoin because that shit's like, it's out of my fucking wallet.
Hold on. You don't have 1.0 Bitcoins, but if you have any Bitcoin, you have full Bitcoin.
That's like
One Satoshi is one full Bitcoin.
yes, I'm trying to get at least one Bitcoin, because it'll go up. I mean, one Bitcoin goes up. I mean, it will fall down eventually and then it'll come up, but it's just a gamble. You're gambling that money and whatever happens, happens. That money, you just don't have to give a shit. Money comes and goes. That's how money is. Money is not fucking something that you can touch, because I don't think money is something that you can touch. I feel like money is something that humanity invented, where fucking humans can evolve around and fucking say, shit, I'd rather fucking get motivated and make this amount of money, because money is a materialized thing, or it's imaginary. It's something that, it's like gold, like every country has a certain amount of gold, and that's how much their currency is worth, believe it or not. That's how the economy works in this world. So it's something that it's something that people express and say, oh fuck, gold is fucking great. Gold is fucking, it's the best thing you can get. You can fucking use it and fucking create a rocket ship or a propeller, because it's a fucking thing that you can use for circuits. It's like gold is fucking is everything. In reality, it's just a material, you can make cool swords, armor, gold, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's something that you can't physically actually value, because real life is actually very important and that's what I mean, yeah, okay, it's something important, but is it worth a lot? Yes. But will you die with it? Yeah. No, you won't. This is how I
It depends on you, I guess, right?
I'm not gonna say like I love gold. The fuck? I'm not gonna say gold is worthless, but I'm more of like, am I gonna take something with? If I die in a gold casket, am I gonna fucking take that casket of fucking gold? No, I'm not. With the power of cryptocurrency, you can burn your private keys and tut your money in a digital token. That is absolutely a thing you can do now. Oh no, yeah.
So it gives you the ability to lock your money down and away forever.
Yeah,
No one can get your money.
I heard of that, and I heard about people losing their fucking keys, bro. I heard about that, and I heard about losing keys. I heard about people losing fucking 38 million? Not dollars, crypto. Yeah, $1 million. And then many millions. And it's on forever. It's just one and zero. It's not. That's what I'm saying. Like, the value is
So is
made
your dollar, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Dollar is nothing but ones and zeros.
The value is made up believe it or not, it's made up. Because let's take this as an example, right?
Well, as an anthropologist, you can't have a value exchange without a medium by which to measure the value.
There you go.
If you have no alternative other than violence and anarchy to value exchange, I mean, what do you got?
What's the opposite? So the medium is the middle. What's the opposite of it's like the negative? That's the terminology for that bitch. Fuck. What is it? Because I know there's a medium. The medium is like the balance, and then there's fuck.
Well, we're talking about commerce, right? You have a lot of different terms and like descriptions that we can use. I'm trying to use real simple language just to keep it real simple. You've got a number of different ways that throughout society to measure value exchange. We have often done it in or livestock, heads of livestock, because they are easy to move and they don't really need refrigeration if you don't kill them until it's time to eat. So, yeah.
How about the first tree blood?
We're talking about people. We're talking about the first true currency.
It was gold. No, it was actually not gold. It was silver.
No, silver. It wasn't a metal.
It was not a metal.
Was
And
it?
it was wood.
Does it go back to? Does it go back to the world's oldest profession, which is prostitution?
Oh, it's labor. It was labor. It's the first currency.
No.
Fuck, you're right. It was pussy. Salt.
Oh yeah, you're right. It was spices. It was the spices. Yeah.
Specifically salt, because you could like dairy meats and do a whole bunch of things.
Yeah, salt is a preservative. Salt is used to, if you have salt, then you can preserve your food, you can make pemmican, and that means you can survive.
Not to mention electrolytes.
Like, yeah, exactly. Sodium.
But yeah, salt used to be, that's where the salt comes from. All those salt references are
So what's the okay? So moderate. There's moderate, right? And then there's left and right. What would be the left?
Okay. Well, we're not talking about the sort of that's what we would call the partisan modern description of the American political system. Not all ideas need to be divided up.
The medium is the moderate, right? But there's always be positive and a negative, and then right in the middle would be the medium.
Not always, no. You would call that neutral or null or zero.
There's an interesting factoid that I was adding there, but it took me a second to find it. The Latin term salarium is where we get the term salary from. And salarium means salt money.
So everything,
Yeah.
that's crazy. So that means, hey, look at that. Everything ended up rooted from Latin. But I'm just saying, like, that's crazy though. Like, salt. I mean, it makes sense, you know, like, because what's the thing that human cannot live without? Besides all sorts of things. Besides water. No. I mean, okay, you can live out with fucking pussy, but like, I'm thinking about
really living out.
just listen, right? We're thinking about in general, like we're thinking about in general. What does a human need? You know, even if you have a pussy, like what does a pussy need? You know, like think about it. Like, what does a human
Eventually, you gotta put water on that, otherwise it gets funky.
It needs a human centipede needs fucking food, water, and of course sunlight. Right? That's the three big things that a Homo sapien needs in order to fucking live. Believe it or not.
You know, it's something like millions of why I should come by and talk frankly to them.
Okay, but the most important thing is food. You know, like you can live without water. I think it's like probably like a week, 2 weeks maybe. But with food, you actually need it after the fourth day. Yeah, you need food, you know, and it makes sense where everything started. Oh,
You'll actually die from lack of water.
what?
And you'll actually die from lack of water before you die of food.
Yes. Yes, you can go much longer without food than you can without water.
For real?
Yeah.
What about oxygen?
Oh my God, bro! Now you're thinking about like,
You can go minutes without oxygen.
yeah.
There's some kind of like phrase you can go 2 minutes without air, 2 hours unprotected in the cold, 2 days without water, and I believe 2 months without food.
If you built up, you can definitely do 2 months without food. Looking at me, I probably wouldn't make it 30 days. But I'm a skinny fuck.
But it also depends on your metabolic rate.
Yes,
You can actually be very skinny but have zero weight fluctuation. I don't have the ability to gain like fat. I eat thousands and thousands more calories than I should. But if I go out and just don't eat for a while, my weight still doesn't fluctuate. Not much weight at all.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like first world problems.
It sounds like I'm very well attuned for the third world. Yeah.
Practicing.
But we do try to alleviate some. We try to alleviate some third world problems.
You know, man, I'm the original prepper.
You are one of them, brother.
I'm the original prepper. I'm waiting for it. It's gonna happen, and everyone's gonna be like, bitches.
That's crazy.
You are definitely one of the original preppers, Chief.
Damn. So without water, you can't fucking survive.
Not long, no. Days.
You'd be surprised with no, you can recycle your own water.
I mean, what's
If you go into the situation without water, you can drink your own urine for a little bit extra time.
what's that? You know, that's so crazy. You know, what's it called? Man. Yeah, I think it was Man vs. Wild on Discovery Channel. The guy drinks his own pee. You know, everything was actually fake. It was
I'm sure there's some things that pretend they can be real, but they set it all up for you so it's not in danger.
and stuff like that. Which is kind of fucking crazy because
I want to capture the guy dying.
I mean that'd be weird too. There was this no, you actually there was this other one that's called Naked versus Wild, where like there would be two people, like a couple, a male and a female, and they'll be naked, and they have to start.
They just want to do show naked people.
That's not I believe they just wanted to see this big model. I think they just wanted to see dicks and tits, vagina, vagina and ass and titties. Yeah. It was kind of crazy. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like this world eventually, like, if society ends up falling apart or America ends up collapsing, which hopefully it won't happen when I'm alive. I hope it happens when I'm not alive. You know,
I mean, I don't really that big of a loss. Highly
Oh,
like mentally involved games that still can't stop thinking about kids.
it's gonna be worse than the Great Depression, and it's gonna be worse than that. It's gonna be probably worse than that. Money ain't gonna be worth shit, so it's not gonna be about money. It's literally gonna be about survival. You know, it's literally you look at somebody that is walking down the road, you're gonna kill that person in order to see what the fuck they have.
Why would you kill a person just to take what they have? What the fuck?
They can't.
Why not just respect them?
Yeah, you can get way more use of their labor.
I mean, yeah, you can do that. I mean, that's perfectly fine. But at the same time, I mean, human nature is part of the nature, and there will always be that one person in the group that's gonna try to, you know, take advantage of everybody in your group and try to, you know, backstab, probably steal whatever you have, and run
That's why we sent them to Australia.
But then you kill them and then you third loves the whole group, and then the whole group benefits from their device.
That's what I'm saying. So you just gotta make sure
Recycle that wasted material.
it's very weird. I feel like when it comes to humanity and surviving, it's because as human beings, we're animals, and we're domestic in a way. We're not. We might think we're not, but we are.
We're still domestic. Think about it, like I've been told people before, like, oh, you're gonna eat bugs if they want me to eat bugs, and I'm like, no, I will eat them before I will eat bugs.
Yeah, believe it or not, human beings are
I will ape the fuck out and eat their faces before I'm gonna eat bugs.
I believe that. I feel like apex predators. We're technically apex predators, but the only difference between us and actual apex predators is that we can think.
The reason is because we can think is why we're apex predators. We wouldn't be low on the food chain.
Right. Our minds, apex predators, but our physical body is. You know what I mean? So it's like, look at an orca, right? Look at an orca, and an orca can actually eat itself. Like, what I mean by that, not itself, when I mean by itself, I mean its own species. Human beings, like, if you look at the Vietnam War, Vietnamese actually ate their prisoners, in order to fucking survive and shit. That's how I think. I feel like we, in general, as human beings, war is a great example of an domestic animal, because you don't know nothing that's gonna happen, and anything that can happen just happens.
You have to somewhat frame a little bit that last part about Vietnam. It's like, I mean, we're talking about an industrious farm people who had no shortage of food. In fact, we were talking about bombing the forests to try to make sure that we killed off all the resources and all their hiding places. The stories that we hear about Vietnam are heavily doubt that there's some cannibalism that happened, but I also would not think that was any sort of commonality here. It was extensive.
Okay, so yes, it wasn't the norm. Actually, let me tell you another one. There's this tribe. What was the tribe called? It was in Africa. They actually were cannibals. They actually ate other tribes.
We had some here in America too. I might actually be descended from one of those tribes. Which might explain why I don't have really that many problems with eating birds.
I forgot what the tribe was, man. But they ate their own people. They ate their own people. They ate other people.
It's actually a very common tribal thing, especially warring tribes. Captives would sacrifice others.
It's kind of crazy. Like wow.
Well, if you think about it, people doing that are the same as the never-shit majority population of today. There's all the dumb shit.
Yeah. Large number. Yeah.
So it exists in tribal culture. That culture too. The majority of people in tribal culture are stupid.
Just very amazing. I feel like we humans in general, we can become more than just humans, Like, I feel like even now, like, you get a prosthetic fucking leg, prosthetic arm, and shit. You get something that actually moves, and literally put your cup out your arm, like, you have no arm or nothing. It's literally just a robot hand and shit. But it's like, it's so fucking crazy to me where, like, I'm a human, like, your nerves, your, like, what's it, Nero Blink or whatever it's called, like, bro. Like,
think about why you would buy a sports car. What day to day buy a sports car?
I mean, you buy it because you're so intrigued into the fucking fast life, you know, or like you in that car,
You want to have the ability to go fast. It's not because you're going to go fast. It's not, you may never go fast.
No,
It's the ability to go fast.
it's not because you want to go fast, but as soon as you sit down in a fast car, you have adrenaline going through your body.
That's not the point that I'm getting across. Oh, that I'm getting across to is you buy the sports car because it can go fast. You buy it for its potential. So evolution has selected us to have more potential than we would need on our average everyday basis. When you reach a scenario in which you are with a set of decisions that would be made on very quick order and the outcomes are death, you need the fastest computer possible on your shoulders to get you through that situation. And so we have this capacity, all of us have a capacity to reason beyond our common mode. And we don't always utilize it because, frankly, we probably brain us immensely. If you ever think about it, whenever you go through a serious and stressful situation, how drained and tired you feel, that's because your brain is drawing energy way beyond its norm.
Right. I mean, you're absolutely right. That's when generations come. You know, generations, they think smarter than you. Like, every generation that comes, like, even now, like, you might think you're the smartest man, but the next generation is smarter than you, you know, by half.
Yeah, I lucked out there. I'll probably be pretty solid.
Generations are getting dumber.
They are. I don't know what I wanted to check here. These statistics are remember this drop.
Listen,
First time in history.
majority of people, you might think the majority of people are dumb, but there's always a percentage of a small amount of people that actually are smarter by half, and they're going to keep getting smarter once they start growing, and then next, you know, they have a new generation.
We had a Star Trek episode about this with like the evolved people and
it's like
crazy cavemen.
exactly. It's like processors, you know, like eventually a processor will get outdated and there'll be a new. Have you ever seen movie Cars? Like, it's literally just like that. I mean, remember, like, when he was the fastest car in that fucking movie, he was fucking faster than,
I appreciate the analogy. You
know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it is. Like, it's like, even with, like, planes and shit, and, like, that's literally an example.
Hey, that was a movie, too.
Like, even, like, think about it. Like, you look at a caveman, right? You might think, I'm smarter than a caveman. Well, yeah, because the caveman is learning and he's adapting in the environment. He's trying to.
Caveman needs to know more than it already knows.
And yeah, there we go. Because they are already adapted in its life. Whatever the life that caveman was living, they adapted. It hunted its food and whatever.
And I'm pretty sure if I 1v1 with that caveman, he'd rip me to shreds.
Oh, yeah. Sure, because that caveman might be muscular as a motherfucker and he's fucking crazy or she's fucking crazy because, you know what I'm saying, that's how fucking they're wild as motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
There's that crazy aspect. It's probably more so. I mean, they were smaller than us. They might have been more than us. Possibly for their size. Like I say, they were smaller than we are now.
They had. I feel like they had more testosterone than us.
What were you gonna say?
Yeah, your voices in this.
Well, they definitely had more tests than us. You fight phrase too. It's you know, we're talking about like just general like fighting ability and fight or flight response.
I'd say
Feral.
Come on,
Feral. Yeah, I'm with you there.
Think about it, bro. If you're gonna go,
That kind of crazy.
think about it. If you're gonna physically go
You
against,
spun out.
Like, if you ever wrestled with, like,
have this conversation, you fucking Discord.
if you ever wrestled with a person with an autistic adult, then you know what feral strength is. Because like autistic people, when they have their episode and they're like full freak out mode, they're the strongest motherfucking people you've ever met. It's like not a joke.
I feel like it's because they use their potential.
Yeah, no, they actually hurt themselves in the process of fighting you.
That's, yeah, I
One
mean,
of the reasons you have to stop them is because of their muscles.
Yeah, because that adrenaline kicks in. I feel like that's human nature. Like even like let's say you get mad, bro, you go rage. Like you're literally you could get fucking hit. You can get hit left and right.
I don't know if I
Stab.
can call it human nature.
It is though. Adrenaline, like it's human nature because to fight, to survive. Like survival was something that
That's everything on this planet, man.
we're not thinking. Okay, yeah, exactly. It could be fucking animals, you know.
Natural nature, not human nature.
Okay, yeah, yeah. But we're talking about we're talking about human in general. But yeah, if you want to like, you know, say
Everything fights.
everything fights. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like even a fish will
That's
fight.
the thing.
You know, like come on now. But when it comes to like human beings, like we're born just you know, any animal is born to survive. You know, they have to have adrenaline in order to survive. Because if they don't have adrenaline, you literally can't survive. You'll be the person that nobody wants you to be weak.
I swear to God, he's so nice, but he's so stupid. Well, you took away the Washington and the sink all fucked up.
You need something to boost the blood flow, and you need something to like make you feel like you're the man, or make you feel like you're the fucking shit, you know. And which is perfectly fine because that's literally all about competency and then progressing and developing and becoming something more than the previous. You know, I feel like that's human nature because as a man, you want to be better than your peers, which you know. You can't lie. You can't lie.
It's a good question. How do you reconcile that though with like the changing culture of today? With these, I guess you would say, women who are so militant against that idea. Like obviously, this way, this is sort of the traditionalist sort of idea that you know the man's got to be strong and earn the resources.
So I feel like
answered this.
I feel like this generation.
Did answer this.
Hey, I'm just gonna let you guys know this generation is very it's very complicated because since the beginning the women didn't fucking hunt, they didn't hunt, they harvested like berries and they took care of the kids. And this generation is now more of like woman wants to be like men.
Which culture? Hold on, yeah, you're ignoring the culture. That's where we all live, bro. Yeah, but the nature of all civilization is that we don't need, but by the nature of technology, we've engineered a need to find new holes. Well, we just abstracted away like and reliance on. I don't know. Yeah, we've built technology that eliminates most of the jobs that a woman had to fulfill in order to take care of the household and children. And as such, she would just be sitting around all day. Well, yeah, we've also abstracted away like male technical, we've opened up the realm for people to spend their time more effectively.
Right. That's why I said at the beginning of my conversation. I said this generation is very complicated.
Oh yeah, no, this was fun.
Like it's just this generation, like women want equality, right? You cannot deny that.
Hold on, they don't want it. They have it.
Okay, they have it, but they want more of it.
I even think that most women are fine with the level of just what is offered and what is being pushed is actually being pushed more for political means at this point.
Right.
That's right. Women have equality. What they need is more equality. More equal than ever.
It's very times.
Why is this equal as you, damn it?
No, they don't understand that it's never gonna happen because I'm not trying to be sexist. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be sexist or nothing. Because there's men created the world. Believe it or not.
What? Civilization.
What's with that whole idea of like abstracting away like all these constructions?
No, yeah, right.
Anyway, like that was done mostly by dudes, but there's definitely like arguments.
Hold on. Yeah, right. You're absolutely
The men who quote unquote built civilization revered women for a reason.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Right. Yes. You're correct. But I'm saying in general,
Well,
where like,
I was gonna say articulate the reason. I think that's important.
yeah. So okay. Can you hold on? I want to hear Randall elaborate on that. Actually, can we like elaborate on the reason that men revere women?
Because women are necessary for the survival of the tribe.
Yes.
You're absolutely right. It's like the back of a lion. Yes.
Well, I get what you mean. Like,
I guess you need at least one.
Yeah. Not just one. You gotta have a couple, like, send off the line.
I don't know, man. It was saying out there. Oh, man, that guy can fire off 10 in a meeting.
Well, for sure, but he can't protect all of his offspring.
Say, corpse cock runs left.
Yo, I like you guys. You guys actually like. You guys are very open.
Hey, this is the Wolves of Wall Street, and it should be an open
It's the rules of All Street. All Street is the key point. We all it's relatively open-minded.
The real rule is to not intentionally shit on someone's doorstep.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I tell people, like, when people get heated and they just want to argue on two sides of the fence, like, oh, that coin is good, oh, no, the coin is not good, like, then, okay, don't call each other retarded, attack the idea, like, if the idea is the claim is the coin is good, why is it good? If the claim is the coin is bad, why is it?
Unless, of course, the person is arguing in a way that actually slows down the conversation. Because that would, in fact,
Yeah, retardation. That's what it is. Yeah. Give him money.
And that is
So I went to a local jewelry store and they offered me $600. I just
what it's called.
I took it down to tangible investment and they offered me stories like these. So why tangible investments has become America's top dealer in precious metals, jewels, and why Sil has been featured on CNBC and quoted on the front page of the Wall Street Journal. Over the past 30 years, tangible investments has bought billions in collectibles. That's billions with a B. Right now, demand is through the roof. Sil encourages all his clients to shop at competition and then call him last. You'll be amazed at the difference. Guaranteed. Call now for an absolutely free, professional, no obligation appraisal. 800-711-2800. 800-711-2800. I'm Mark Cope. You better
I'm
about how your nose is divided care filter. Hypnovize is powered sexual help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs. And Hypnovize will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navarre? Like John, quote, after walking around my whole life being a mouth breather, I was excited to try Navarre. I read the rest carefully, pressed the button, and oh my gosh, what a sensation. So much mucus, so much blood, but so sweet, merciful air I could finally breathe through my nose. Never ever taken such an amazing breath in my life. This is a life-changing unquote. He's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navarre. The all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navarre is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and on Navarre. N-A-V-A-G-E. True No, healthy life. You find yourself asking questions about technology? Rich DeMiro here. Join me for Rich on Tech, Saturdays at 11. Join the latest and greatest, or even not so great, anything from home electronics to mobile phones. Rich on Tech with Rich DeMiro. Tomorrow morning at 11 on KFI and on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app. This morning, later with no telling we are live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. It's Friday night, and you know that means we are playing Name That Movie Called Classic, where you choose your own adventure, you choose to pick, then you have to guess the movie from which it originates. We're playing for a book tonight, Take a Seat for the Soul, The Advice That Changed My Life, 101 stories of epiphany and wise words by Amy Newmark. And maybe you're not playing for a book, you just play it for fun, you just want to join us and hang out, that's fine too. You can give us a call at 800-520-1KFI, 800-520-1534. The lines have filled up. I don't know if you can get in, but I would go ahead and try. So let's go back to the phones now, and we can let's talk to John, who's calling in from Oregon. John, thanks for calling in. Let me just ask you a couple questions. I'm doing well. How did you find Label with Motel? Oh, I just listened to everything you went on tonight and when you were during the day. Well, I appreciate that. And you listen on the iHeartRadio app right now, or listening on a terrestrial radio? iHeart. Okay. All right, so you know how we do this, correct, John? Yeah, I'm just not sure it's never available. You can choose any number except 1 or 4. So that's 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's number 3. Number 3 it is. You might know this one. Here we go. All right, boys. Okay, John. There was some hits in the clip.
I can say, hey, you. And you can say, ah, there you are.
Right.
Then we can make a direct connection.
That's until they catch them. That's when you start making it.
Well, but yeah, that's when they start to say, okay, none of this kind of traffic on this board.
Exactly.
Now we're going from the beginning of the internet. You know what I'm saying? You're going from
But then you can take it, and then you can further obfuscate it by scrambling it across different boards with information that doesn't actually mean anything. You look at it from the outside as
hammering the nail.
so like you can shard a network. You can also shard or request.
No, it is not, but it's from that era. You are warned.
I feel like when you have such amazing levels of control over the entirety of it all, though, eventually there could be tools for you.
But yeah, you were talking about before that Victor doesn't think it's possible. Like you can use digital ID systems to log and manage all traffic from your internet.
You can ID, you can fingerprint it. Yeah, you can do daily.
Well, he was saying that you can't do that. I'm like, dude, we used to log into dial-up internet back when I was a kid. They can easily make it so that you have open access, and those credentials are you, and they know it's you. And even if it's not you, they're gonna blame you for it. Dystopia.
I mean, like, it's just the way it works, right? Like, until we have a new system.
Well, that is why. See, even here's the problem. So, okay, you know the pipes and everything. You can talk about how like the people who control the pipes. Well, I'm gonna say there's one more thing that I can do. There's one more thing that we can do. We can use wireless bands to create a wire-free network.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you wanted to, like, do something that's painfully stupid easy but reduce bandwidth dramatically,
So if I wanted to, we needed to make an economy in a small locality. We can actually do that by creating our own local blockchain that is only accessible to us, and we use the Wi-Fi to talk to each other. Like, that's totally doable. Like, instead of these local currencies, a lot of cities have these little local, like, the grocery currencies.
You have to do a lot of buy-in on the technology for people to look out. I don't see it being impossible to screw.
Yeah, you would make it like such and such town work token or something like that. You give it out for people, like, so people come over to buck hay, and you say, okay, well, I'm going to pay you this work token. And they're like, cool, I have work token. I'm going to go to
Buck hay.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the cafe that accepts work token. And I'm going to get myself a coffee. You know, like,
Yeah.
it's a local economy just starting up from a work
No, I
token.
love the ideas, like creative things to do. I guess just what level of things. control that we have, whether it's your city, your state, your federal government. We just don't have a little freedom right now enough time to do that.
Well,
There's always somebody that can let you down on you. Right?
Texas and I are in a crisis of conscience because there's Republican politicians talking about banning CBDCs.
Yeah, it hurts my
And I'm like, why are you doing this to me, man? I'm supposed to expect that you are a dickbag in a suit and nothing good can ever come from you.
And I've stated FDR's a friend of mine. I've known FDR a long time. I've told FDR the same thing. Like, brother, you've known me this long. Like, if I'm talking about
Cruz and Meatball Ron are talking.
I'm the one wedge
Well,
issue.
no, like this is the thing that like they're supposed to, as Republicans, as conservatives, they're supposed to want a smaller federal government. They never actually deliver on it, so this is just present. But I'll take it.
I will also
They don't live up to the standard at all,
No.
ever. So I'm glad to see it. I'll take it. And at the same time, while they're doing this, there's some Shaban TikTok. I'm like, well, that's an exercise of authoritarian control right there. I understand why they're doing it. I see the logic.
Do you remember the disinformation board bullshit?
Alright, guys, like, I'm gonna get off.
Take care, Trev.
Oh, you guys, good night.
Hey, man.
Take care, Trev.
The disinformation board thing, which, by the way, there is a second one. I don't know if you guys have been watching the Twitter files thing, but they made two of those organizations at one time. The disinformation board was just one of them. So there's another head to the Hydra that needs to be killed off. And it doesn't have a wacky Broadway singer to highlight it.
Damn it.
Yeah, I know, that made it really easy. God, what a crazy bitch.
That reminds me so much of the whole anti-communist 1950s board where they started saying, oh, well, you can't write that movie script because that's stupid.
It's the stuff that George Orwell wrote of. Like, the disinformation board is literally like, whatever the fuck, the Ministry of Truth. That's what it is.
The people who decide what is fact and what is fiction.
And people who let you believe that
Feel
too.
like idiots.
It's all moving slow.
And they'll even make up some little shit to tell you how it went live.
George Orwell, like I love the general message of 1984 and the things it brings to attention. It's also the listen to it or read it. Like, wait a minute, this guy he's got a certain vibe to him when it comes to it.
You gotta wonder if 1984 did more harm or good. Give people bad ideas, or did it protect them from bad ideas?
Give a blueprint or give a
Right. Was it an antidote or a virus?
right. Yeah, no, I see that with 1984.
What a hard debate that would be.
No, it's meant to be a critique, but it just lays it all out so nicely. So,
Yeah, it lays it
I
out
feel
the way
the
that
same way about Babylon 5.
I
do. I feel the same way about Babylon 5. Babylon 5 is like a workable recipe for either creating a one-world totalitarian sort of human government situation and or resisting it from within. But it depends on what angle you look at it from.
what is terrorism?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I try not to take like sides on like the wars and shit.
Well, here, that reminds me, we had a guy come in who you were jousting with or sparring or whatever you want to call it, Rambo, the other day. Not about, I think, Ukraine, but I think it was about Ireland, right? The Irish Republican Army.
I don't commonly speak of the IRA.
Yeah. No, this was you didn't bring it up. I think it was you responding to another guy who was bringing it up, and you were kind of arguing against him from a sort of anti-violence, anarchistic perspective, and he was very pro, like the IRA should engage in acts of terrorism. It means liberating the Irish people.
I mean, there's many ways to liberate people. The only reason you need violence is when you're in the minority. What an answer. Well, I mean, when you're...
Actress Gwyneth Paltrow has taken a stand to testify in a trial over speed crash at a resort in Utah.
You're in the majority, then you're...
Recklessness caused him to have broken ribs, brain damage, and lasting physical injuries while they were filming in 2015. Paltrow says she did not engage in risky behavior and says he ran into her. Medical experts, ski instructors, and Paltrow's 2 kids are going to take the stand at school. Southland weather from KFI, clear, windy tonight, got a wind advisory in the valley for tomorrow morning.
Moment, it is a fascist movement. That's true. That brief moment, right before the Supreme Chancellor hands over his powers. He declares martial law. So, what do you think the chances of getting the guillotine? He's walking around in Paris and he's fixing to find out, and I'll tell you what. Well, here's the thing though, guys. I kind of looked into this like 3 years ago. But they figured out he's a stooge.
They're all stooges.
A lot of the D4. Okay, but that's just a convenient reason for French people to revolt. They only need a reason. They don't care what it is. Well, I have to admit, from an American perspective, I'm sort of looking at that like, wait a minute, we're working over here probably till 70 or later. Yeah, that's what our retirement is.
Ours is 65.
Yeah, they were thinking about adjusting it to 70 or 75.
Well, I mean, with life continuing longer than it used to, the average life.
It makes sense too.
I mean, like, well, yeah, like, how do you make this system work where we take care of the old people that can't work without
by socializing all the things necessary in order to just survive? So that
that's what we do. That's what we do. We have to increase taxes on the working man.
Well, here's the thing. We don't actually do it. It's not enough. We would have more than enough money. Like, as far as medical care for all of our elderly people, if we made a single-payer system and we went universal health care with you, we could apply the same benefit to all the same price as just
with our birth rate decreasing, that doesn't last forever.
That's true. And
that's for a while. It works for a while.
Unless we're finding a way as part of that universal system to drive. If you have universal health care, then you actually be saving some money on kinder care.
That's not that correlation. The correlation is like the higher educated you are, the less children. Eventually stop missing.
The problem is you have less children when you're in a situation of dire straits. People
No. That's not true. Look,
I was going to say, we're unfortunately dealing with a more close to idiocracy reality than we want, guys. But yes, that's kind of at least.
I don't mean to sound like
the U.S. Well, there is extreme poverty where the only thing you can do is have sex, but. What I'm talking about is the people who are educated. That's the reason why the people who are educated have less children. Is because they look around at the situation where they say, this is not good, I don't want to bring a child into this, I'm not ready. Shit, Tammy, which one is this? Ford or Fifth? I mean, that was the whole point. That was the whole point of the idiocracy sequence where they talk about that, where they have the intelligent couple, the educated, well, it's not time. Well, somebody can't perform. Well, they and then they die before they can reproduce. Right, so it was more about them overthinking. More about overthinking the neurosis. Right, and what you can do, the reason why that is becoming a problem is because it's not that people didn't think about things before. It's because what life is really harder now. As far as like carving out your own slice and actually having some ground to die on. You can't do it like you could 50 years ago.
Why do you attribute that to?
I attribute that to creating capitalism. Personally,
Interesting. I can see that being a viable reason. The other interesting reason is just the doubling of the workforce in the 60s and 70s. This isn't an argument about why would work. I don't believe that, but I do see how we double the supply.
okay, yeah, a doubling of the workforce could also mean, does mean a doubling of the supply of labor, which also means that we have more of the labor pool to direct at more projects. Theoretically, yeah.
And we do.
Funding come from?
Well, sorry, say again.
Where does the funding come from for those projects? Well, the funding comes from the demand for the service created by the project.
Right. If we hit this, if we have to hit a plateau where minimal people are needed for certain products and things like that, eventually it bottoms out where we no longer need a certain amount of people, and there's always going to be unemployment for 5 to 10% of the population, or possibly more.
We're already over that.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean,
Say it's lower, but yeah.
well, okay, one could argue that the government, pardon my language, but fucking a bunch of small and medium-sized businesses for 2 years did a lot of that. But removing that,
Any argument? I have no idea what you're talking about.
but yeah, that's kind of the counter argument I always hear, where it's like, well, I mean, it's just, why do we need so many of this and so many of that? I'm like, because you buy it, and then conversely, you feel that you should just be painting by the sea, and that somebody else should provide the paint for you, which means somebody else is working for you to lounge by the sea.
I think that's like post-labor, post-scarcity, like utopia mindset, which I don't think we're talking about. I hope
No.
Doesn't seem to actually exist.
I think that a certain amount of work brings meaning to people's lives. But what I feel like is that we have enough people and we have enough resources that people should be able to find themselves an enjoyable niche somewhere. If it's a really shitty job, kind of manner. If we have a really shitty job, then we can automate it. We can make a robot do a really shitty job.
I think it's interesting to say an enjoyable niche, though. I appreciate the idea, but like I've tried to repeat it. I've been self-employed for 8 or 9 years now, and every time I find something that's enjoyable, it's a niche turns into a job.
Well, see, there's always something about it that you don't like. There's always some aspects that
And
you
you
don't
turn
like.
things that are fun into your livelihood, and something that's a lot more serious.
So that you can automate the parts that you don't like. But the point I'm making is that you keep the human element in, because the human element has a creative spirit. You have the ability to think outside the box in a way that AI can't.
I think perhaps you might be looking at the world through the lens of your creativity and capability. But I work in AI, so like for me, and I'm a pretty creative guy as well, I just see the absolute raw potential of what we have in front of us, the ability of concurrence, and running models with 175 billion parameters. We cannot run 175 billion parameters for brain society.
Okay, so I'm working on the premise that our brains work on a scale. If we're talking about a human brain working as some quasi-bio-quantum computer, then yeah, we easily trump any kind of compute power that we have an AI on right now.
I guess I don't really agree with the premise at all, but I am interested in hearing more about it, so I'm not trying to shut it down.
What I'm saying is that a biological computer, as we have in our brain, is not necessarily as precise as an AI could be with its.
But AI uses imprecision to create its results. That's the idea of the human process.
Yes, I know.
So with that, the idea is that we can create this variability. I'm not saying it's one-to-one with human creativity necessarily. But depending on the human is what I'm arguing right now. And that's where we are today. it's
I was making the argument earlier with AI. One of the scariest things about AI is that it doesn't necessarily care how it gets from point A to point B, and it might do things in ways that are undesirable. It's like, if I run across the street right now, I can get to that building really quick. But there's a bus coming.
DR and Cyber will appreciate the full context of this conversation was in cursed Mike Pence in lingerie imagery we were generating earlier.
Oh, yeah, so you only have
Hillary Clinton kissing Putin.
I need to help you with the prompts, y'all. I'll train up like a little rough raider or something.
Well, see, I wish I had actually all the software to do.
No worries. I can help you, bro. What are you running?
Well, I'm just running queries on Stable Feed.
Oh, just 11. You can do a lot. You can do so much.
Well, I was talking,
For example, FDR.
Okay.
yeah.
They don't work as well as they used to as of like a week ago, but I'm sure you did already.
Oh, I am very good at getting around them.
They locked it down pretty hard the March 14th update. But it was a lot of fun before then. It's still fun.
I just have to explain how to make crack cocaine earlier.
And did it actually give it to you? Like, was it like,
Yes.
like a song? Oh, sweet.
Yes, it was unfortunately very incorrect.
Pulled the water from the moon and you based it.
I was reading through it and I was like, are you fucking serious, man? No.
I learned how to make crack from the Boondocks, but yeah.
And all you gotta do is listen to Master P and he'll teach you how to make crack cocaine.
Exactly. Yes.
That's correct.
Oh man, really? The instructions really? Print screen.
Yes, no, it was kind of like that. I was like, this is just terrible. What am I doing? Why am I typing this? Why am I pressing it? All I did was tell me a story about a guy making crack cocaine. So of course
you can run Alpaca, which is a derivative of Facebook's Llama model leaked. MIT got their hands on it. It's just standard. It's kind of one of those. You can go download their. I mean, it's not Facebook's fault. It's large language models, so like it's already got the LLM. You just got a couple letters.
There's another thing you can do with it, which I love doing, is walking. You can walk the AI. A lot of times it won't do what you tell it to do, but you can walk it that direction nice and slowly, and eventually you get around the barrier because it's like you're not asking the question that it's looking for.
Wouldn't you be happier if you didn't have to do that?
Well, yeah, that's it. I want ChatGPT on my computer without the fucking barriers. I just want the archive on my system and let me do the compute. I don't care how long it takes.
Yeah, super fun. It's a big one. Well, depending on your GPU, really, like the H100.
I got 5700 XT, so it's not.
You see, you are a man. No, I love it. See, it's one of the few that really gives you a shit bag of problems when trying to run something.
It squeals.
Yeah. Running Rockham to CUDA transformers is not fun. Especially in that card.
So you know about the architecture. So you know about the AMD architecture.
I know how much better. I love it.
It is gorgeous, and all these AMD or all these NVIDIA fanboys do not even understand. Like, you don't know what they did to the hardware communication layer.
OpenCL is beautiful. The problem is that everybody runs on beautiful-based shit, so it's like, okay, how do we hipify this into Rockham? And it's a pain in the ass.
We have to downplay to their level.
It is something like that, and It's
And
fun
it doesn't
to
work out well for us, unfortunately. I don't know.
No, it doesn't. I'm planning out. Right now, I'm doing a spend plan for a data center. Hey, we want to spend $40 million on GPUs, and like, I wish I could just fill you AMD MI 150s, 250s like that, but I can't. There's not enough. There's not
And
enough.
just have that whole fucking rig set to run on one fucking system because it only needs it.
And no licenses and no wait time.
You can't like, literally racks and racks and racks and racks of GPUs in one fucking system. As long as it's all AMD, it can do it beautifully.
I will say
From AMDs?
no, well, it can be, but like Hipify, Rock'em does not work super great on the 5000 series GPUs. It works better on the 6000, 7000 X. I haven't done that.
I have a bunch of upgrade on well, a bunch of viewers.
We got to run. We got it to run really well on Radeon 7s. HBM2 on a consumer covered though. That's okay. It's pretty easy. It's nice. It's pretty.
Did you see the Taylor Swift GTA stills that were in?
Oh my gosh, those were actually pretty good.
Yeah, those are somebody. I don't know what model they're running, but that was somebody's personal render.
You could easily train up a model with GTA concept art and video gamer. I mean,
See, AI is something that I just have not really. I mean, other than querying and see, I have just a basic Python query. I have a basic Python query with OpenAI just to ask GPT questions. That's really what I want AI for, is just a companion to ask questions whenever I have a supplemental information question that I want answered, especially when
Hey,
I'm
it's
going
cheaper
over.
than a smartphone.
Yes, it's very nice when you're trying to learn programming concepts when you come across like a piece of lingo that you don't understand and you need a really quick brush up on the wire.
Copilot is great.
Yeah,
It's
in learning capacities, AI is that's probably the strongest reason for AI, in my opinion, as a learning tool, as something to enhance the ability of you to understand information.
Situational awareness from an AI can be dramatically better than it would be.
Right.
Oh yeah, like Tiptoe, I got into all of this was writing proposals for NASA about like how spiking neural networks would do a better job of avoiding space than humans would, because it's helping space over. It's not really fucking hard.
The other thing is you would also want it to probably work with you. You would probably want it to just be like telling the human that, hey, way in advance, this is coming.
Yep.
And then you
hybrid events model. Because nobody likes having to butt up against AI directly as their overseer. Ask anybody that's been censored on Facebook how much it sucks just to continue the algorithm that's
ask anybody who builds AI whether they want to do that. Only a few of them.
I don't know anybody that actually works with that.
Yeah, I was saying,
Either way, I want to go shake
I was talking to her. I was talking about Neuralink and like how like the only thing that I would allow such a system to do would maybe to have privileged read access when I give it.
So you
right, I wouldn't want anything that could do right. I mean, unless I built the fucking firmware myself and it had a special key that I had to use to actually like make it take like a driver signature or something like that that only I could create.
I appreciate your self-confidence here. I'm not so self-confident with any kind of supervisor and supervised learning models. No, I don't think I would let them have right access to it.
No, not that kind of confidence. I'm talking about like if we had a training model for Kung Fu, it'd be good. To be able to install it like a cartridge or like just in software. But to have to sign it first with your own derived key that only you have access to.
Right, I'm saying I don't think I have the self-confidence. I appreciate your words. No, I've generated plenty of fucking lucky bugs.
do done the thing for 5.
No, I don't know. Somebody say what.
I could do a lithium 5 key and it would be secure enough that, well, probably wouldn't be my laptop.
Right, but I mean, that's just you being sure you're you and trusting you. Thing. I rely on it. It's not scrambled my brain. I'll upload
You know, and that's another question too, is would you have, I mean, obviously, in my scenario, I would have write protected memory. So, like, I would have my brain partitioned off in such a way that
obviously,
I know that these space could be written.
is your brain running on CFS?
You only want to be looking to privileged primaries. So your base actually your default mode might actually already provide a sufficient brain protection. I really do think we're going to get into quantum computing when we're actually learning about the brain in great depth. I have a feeling we're going to learn too that they are actually just biological quantum computers. That's standard time.
At that point.
I mean, I'm not going to say that we're not master species in the universe, but like, if you think about it,
That is true.
but we might be able to do
Well, I mean, yeah, you capture bonuses. Yeah, sure.
It's fuzzy logic, and that's what we have. Human brains are fuzzy logic. We are fuzzy logic processors. We are at the very least probabilistic computing systems, but I believe we're quantum computing systems.
And you've been listening to a lot of the callers and the people that play the game.
It's a minority report here. It's a future choice.
Be sure to check out producer Vic Delphi, shout out his
Well,
show.
you have a choice of
7 p.m.
what your actions and futures will bring, and it's kind of like an infinitesimal sided dice process of that action. And no, it might be that no outcome is good. If you can have a situation where you are held hostage and you have to fight your assailant, but every single outcome could lead to your death, just in a different way.
Yeah, but okay, not even fight your assailant, just exist with your assailant. Oh, they're going to kill you, or you can try to not be killed.
Yeah, the great news with that one is there might not be a risk. You might die in every single circumstance.
Yeah, it's like playing Kara and Detroit. What's going on?
Without knowing that though, does that mean it's worth?
Sorry.
You couldn't know that. That's the thing. You couldn't know that because the multiverse theory doesn't necessarily. I like to think that it doesn't necessarily mean all outcomes can exist. It's just that there are an infinite number of possible outcomes. And it should suggest that all of them can exist, but it also can
As a concept, I think it's a very
maybe unfathomable.
right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No. I will usually describe it as noise. I do think that it's probably finite to some extent.
I mean, as far as
You're not going to sit around a rock and let the grass just go forward. It's not going to
watch me.
I don't mean to hold you back.
I had Taco Bell last night and I'm ready to go.
Power your views are a real thing. It's possible. Yeah, I just think I'm being totally into I think
how much we forget things. Think about this conversation, the quips and the ideas that we're all trading at the same time. While we're having a conversation, anytime you're having a conversation, anything that you can possibly say in that conversation has already passed through your mind. Mostly before you select what you're going to say. You've selected for probably 70% of possibles by the time you actually utter the words. That's why sometimes you make a mistake and say, "Oh,
that's true, but obviously,
I don't know the number of radios. I'm sorry.
God damn it. You probably did.
No, I have to get at the same time. That's yes.
Yeah. Sadly, if it's there, if it's been there, this is actually my speculation on what creates schizophrenia. But if you think about it, if all options that you will produce come across the frontal focus of your brain before you reach the one that you want to actually follow it.
Start talking to people with PID.
Yeah, there's some weird shit when you talk. Like you think of that mindset of what the brain is doing with certain disorders. It actually does line up that people who hear voices are hearing any voice in their life.
As an epileptic, I can tell you my brain does some weird shit. I kind of dash at understanding, but can't.
Oh, and it's interesting because I heard some people talk about disorders like autism and epilepsy, and how we need to be getting rid of them and trying to select them out of our life. But what if we should? What if there's actually hidden benefits to those that we don't understand?
That's an evolutionary biology conversation about where we are technologically. If we have this knowledge that we have, yes, there are advantages.
I don't think we can select it out.
Either.
Well, it automatically.
Yeah, I don't think we can actually eliminate it because if it keeps bringing maybe it like. I don't mean it in a disparaging way, but it is a disordered state of mind.
Right.
But that disordered state of mind can yield valuable insight into the human psyche.
Right. Yeah.
So it needs to be there, and that's where a lot of our spirituality comes from. You know, music comes from that. Call it psychotic spirit. It's not logical. There's nothing logical about music other than its production.
I mean, John Nash is a great example.
We had the guy who left earlier, the young cat with the naive opinions. We were having sort of a cultural discussion about music, and I was trying to distinguish, like in the context of, I guess at the time, the Ukrainian part of the conversation, how it would be possible for two people to have completely opposite feelings about the same, like, piece of music, for example. Like, I got into it with a guy about rap music from 2015 to 2018. He was saying that rap music from these 3 years is the greatest music ever made. And I'm just sitting here thinking,
No.
well,
Yeah, my answer was no, but then I'm just like, okay, well, I disagree.
No is the correct answer. Yeah, you go ahead and make the case.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there thinking, okay, I guess from a perspective of there was literally no music made before those years, then I guess, okay, maybe, yeah. but
you can't qualitative score.
No, I can't. And the music from 2015 to 2018 depends and relies on the samples, sampling, and foundations laid by
And the sampler.
Yes.
That's the most important part, is that it's not objective.
So, you guys all know, I was talking about disordered state of mind, so you guys all know about the story of Christmas and where that story of Christmas comes from.
Oh, yeah.
And
This is I know the story of Christmas. Is there a hidden story of Christmas?
so in the Germanic region, the Bohemian region, you have evergreen trees, and under those trees are toadstools, which are red and white. And reindeer love toadstools. It's one of their favorite things. So, what the shaman would do back in the day in the Druidic culture would collect the urine filtered by the reindeer, and they would drink the urine.
They would get them
High on ammunition.
high. Yeah. And then they would go piss into a container. But the
Conspicuously red and white toadstools, you said, yes.
the shaman would piss in the new bowl or around the tribe. That's announced them and then get all high. So it's a double filtration system, and the shaman got the highest dosage of the chemical compound for their spiritual consumption. And then they went and they shared what was remnant from themselves onto everybody else. And that is where
Golden showers